first thing to say is 13 years ago, really rough words used, poor language used, and I want to make it quite clear, if anybody's offended by what I said or any hurt or upset I caused, I absolutely will apologise for that. I want to start there so it doesn't feel like anything I say after that's trying to qualify that. I want everybody to know it's a clear apology and unreserved, nothing to say on that other than sorry. But what I was trying to get at is, if you read the rest of the pamphlet, what I'm trying to talk about is that we have strong communities in London. I come from one myself. And what I wanted to make sure is that we are also connected to the mainstream so that our children can get involved in all of what London has to offer. I come from an immigrant community like many of the people who will be watching and listening to this. And our grandparents or parents made that trip for us to come to Britain and prosper. And at the time, remember we're talking 13 years ago, people were trying to talk about multiculturalism, but it was always focused on all of our differences. And the point I was trying to make, I made it very poorly, is that I want to focus on what makes us the same. I have a faith now. If someone said to me, don't celebrate Easter, or you can't, you won't, you shouldn't, of course I understand. But that's why I've made sure that I've apologised with no qualification. I don't want to say because of that, this, that and the other. I'm not trying to say that. I just want everybody to understand, sorry. There is nothing else to be said other than sorry. I don't think the party has a problem with Islamophobia or racism, but I will say this. I've spoken to Baroness Varsi. She rang me after all this came out and was quite stridently saying to me, look Shaun, you really do need to think about an apology to something other. And I said to her, I'll absolutely apologise. We had a really great productive conversation, and she spoke me through some of the journey she's been through and said to me, actually, the Indian community, the Pakistani community is strong enough to accept an apology, but are you strong enough to give one? And I hope people feel like I've been able to do that. And she is right in a sense to keep the pressure up, so to make sure it doesn't happen. She has been sometimes tough for Conservatives to swallow, but I would always say she should be around because the way in which she's keeping everyone on their toes, making everybody look, do you have an Islamophobic situation there? Do you have a racist situation there? I think is very useful. I would say my opponents are hoping so. So let's be clear, one of the things about the press, remember these were said 13 years ago. I've stood for Parliament twice, nobody put it out there, and at the time, Labour MPs, Conservative MPs, everybody praising what I said because I gave evidence to Commons Select Committee, and this pamphlet was well known. It's been an organised attack. We're in a place in the world which is what I was worrying about, where people are now, politics is trying to force people down, down their identity. We're trying to have identity politics. And this has been an attempt to say to people, you cannot look at this man because he doesn't believe in you. And I think identity politics, ultimately all you're doing is choosing losers. I definitely will be representing all Londoners. I've been moving around in London for years, born and raised here. But I've always connected with communities and will continue to do that. And that's because I believe that we should be having a conversation about the real issues in London.